Hi, I'm Brenda from the Avant Garden Shop and welcome to another episode of The Garden Gate. It's time to get your hummingbird feeders out. As of last week, May 3rd, we already had reports in the shop of people seeing hummingbirds and orioles and even the rose-breasted grosbeak. So get your feeders out. I'm going to give you a few little tips and ideas about hummingbirds that you might find a little bit interesting. Hummingbirds are really attracted to red. I think you probably already know that. Orioles are attracted to orange. That's why the feeders are orange. Their tongues are very quick acting and they're very long. So they can get into these little tiny holes and get juice out of it very quickly. It's not a straw, but it kind of almost grabs the water, the nectar, and pulls it out, and then they're able to drink it. They can do that 10 to 20 times a second. Their wings, they beat at 70 times per second. Like when you see those little guys flying around, they are moving like crazy. So obviously they're going to be using a lot of energy to get that nectar that they need, and that's why they pop around the flowers so quickly and to your feeders, and it's why it's important to get your feeders out quick. This time of year there's not a lot blooming yet, so it's nice to have the feeders out so they get something after their long trip from the south. It's really important that they get topped up again after flying for such a long period of time. When you do start to bring some plants out into your garden and to the feeders, it's good to put something close by to the feeders so that they are attracted to that and then they come to your feeder as well. They really like honeysuckle, hanging geraniums, petunias, coral bells, trumpet vines, anything with a little bit of a tubular flower. Hanging your feeders amongst the flowers is great to attract them. You can hang out a red scarf or something like that, or a red flag, which also will attract them. And make sure that your feeders don't leak, because that just attracts ants. These feeders don't leak. We've got an ant moat in it which can keep the ants out, and we've got, you can put bee guards on the back of these. These are made in the States, they're guaranteed for life. They're really great feeders. Oriole feeders, same idea. They love the jelly, the grape jelly. They also drink the nectar, and they like orange halves. So some great ideas there on feeding hummingbirds and orioles. Feel free to pop by if you ever have any questions. I'm happy to answer them. Thanks for joining me again. Take care.
The Garden Gate is brought to you by the Avant Garden Shop, your destination for garden accessories and backyard birding supplies. Sherbrooke Street, downtown Peterborough.